Hello and welcome to this new edition of English Perspectives, Finding Your Path. In our lives, we are preoccupied with destinations, with arriving as soon as possible to where we are going. But today, we are going to look at what exists between places, the paths and roads we travel physically and also metaphorically in our lives. One metaphor which comes to mind is that of walking the straight and narrow path of a good and honest life, and not becoming tempted by the bad and uncontrolled ways on either side. Let's begin by looking at the concept of roads. These are generally considered as being for motorized transport, whether for motorways or freeways in the US with at least 3 lanes on each side, or a dual carriageway with 2 lanes, or a simple road with 1 lane. If this is the biggest road in an area, we would refer to it as a main road. So let's look at a few expressions with road. The phrase on the road, made famous by Jack Kerouac's novel, simply means travelling or away. Middle of the road is an adjective which shows that we think something is average or ordinary.
We said meh. M-E-H. Meh.
A road is also a course of action. We go down a road when we begin something, and we can come to the end of the road when something is finished, as this American politician hopes for concerning Donald Trump's intentions to reform healthcare.
This CBO report should be the end of the road for Trump care.
If a person is no longer welcome, he or she may be told to hit the road. Moving on to the word street. A street is a road in a residential or commercial area. A typical example is a one-way street, as opposed to a two-way street. In the UK, a street with no exit is a cul-de-sac, or no-through road. In the US, they might refer to a dead-end street. The main shopping street in the UK is often called the High Street, and a street branching off from this can be called a side street. A back street is an area further away from the centre, which is often not as nice and may even be dangerous at times. Figurative uses of street include liking something if it is right up your street, as in this iTunes advert. We can also use it to refer to a mutual or reciprocal situation, as in this example, again from American politics. Sorry about that.
The issue here is, is tolerance a two-way street or not?
Also, anyone who is streetwise knows how to live in a tough urban environment, as shown in this definition. If a road is for general use, or larger routes like motorways, and streets are more urban, then a lane is definitely more rural. A country lane is a typical reference. However, as we have already seen, a motorway is composed of lanes, a fact which gives us the expressions to change lanes or to get in lane. Another way to refer to the outside lane in the picture is the fast lane. Which can also refer to a certain kind of lifestyle. Also, a route specifically for bicycles is generally called a cycle lane. Metaphorically, we use the expression to take a trip down memory lane to refer to prolonged moments of nostalgia. A path or pathway may be either temporary or permanent and is generally for walking, not for vehicles. Typical examples include a footpath, often found in the countryside, a garden path, or a jungle path. Metaphorically, path is used to talk about a person's journey through life. You can find your own path, overcome obstacles in your path, and find the path to success or happiness. Path is a very aspirational word and concept, where the journey is more important than the destination. As the quote states, if the path be, or is, beautiful, let us not ask where it leads. To cross paths happens when those journeys coincide and 2 people meet.
Our paths shan't cross again.
Tracks can also be permanent or impermanent. These include train tracks, collectively referred to as a railway, a forest track, and animal tracks in the earth or snow. This last example gives us the clue which leads to the figurative use of track as keeping an objective in sight, giving us expressions such as on the right or wrong track, get back on track, keep track of, and lose track of. The expressions come from hunting. Literally, what we keep track of is a hunted animal. Figuratively, it is any objective that we need to follow. Another literal use of track is in athletics. The track is the area that athletes run on. This gives us expressions like track record, referring to professional or personal success, and fast track, suggesting rapid movement in an organisation to more senior positions. What do all of these examples have in common? They're all used in the world of business. So, we all know how important roads are in our lives, and we have seen some of the impact this has had on the English language. But language, like technology, is always evolving. Who knows how we will travel from place to place in the future, and how that will change the way we speak. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.